Hello everyone, this is Astocky here. Welcome to the next episode of my Let's Play for the Technic Pack 6. In this episode, I am going to start by using up some of my iron to make myself some armor. So, there we go. I've now used up lots of iron, and I am now wearing my iron suit. And you might wonder why I'm going to do that, and I will get to that, but first of all I'm going to make some chunk loading blocks, and I'm going to show you how you make chunk loading blocks. Nope, there we go. So the way you do that is you surround iron around the edge like you'd make an iron furnace, but then you put a piece of lapis in the center, and that gives you chunk loading blocks. Now the reason I'm going to do this is because sometimes when you go a long way, whoa, super laggy there. Sometimes when you go a long way away from your base, chunks unload themselves. So by taking chunk loading blocks and placing them down, what they do is they load up everything that's in the chunk that the block is placed into. At least I think they do. I'm not sure if I have to right click on them to left click. Nope, definitely don't left click. But that will make sure that these machines keep duplicating diamonds while I go exploring. So that's very important. I want that to keep happening. A little bit of lag there. And as for the rest of these machines, to be honest, I have so much of everything at the moment, I don't really care whether those things keep working or not. Well, again, crazy lag. It seems to be something to do with the Thorncraft sounds. But what I intend to do is I had to update my Technic pack. So I've lost all my waypoints again, and I've also lost my config files. So that's a giant pain in the backside. I've got to work out what the keys are again. So minimap, we want round, we want to, there we are, base, and I want to make it green like last time. Yeah, there we go, base. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to, it's almost night time, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to go exploring at night, because I've realised that I haven't done any exploring since I've been in this Technic pack, other than I ran around and completed my map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head this way, and I'm carrying enough food. Shouldn't have brought all my iron and lapis with me, but that'll be okay, because down in this direction is a lot of rats. Ah, seriously, loads of rats. Rats, and I can hear zombies already, and it's not even dark. Oh, and creepers. Great, typical. They just come out of the woodworks. Oh, and skeleton. Great, great, great. Lucky I've got lots of armor. I haven't even got to where I'm going yet, and I'm already getting harassed and attacked by everything you can imagine. So what I was hoping to show is that if I go this way a bit, I'm going to end up there, which is a giant better dungeon. What I wasn't expecting is that absolutely everything in this entire world would all come out at night and attack me, creeper. Oh, and that is a better dungeon skeleton. Thankfully they still cop the super smiting when I smite things, so that was good. That Viz crystal will attack me because it's night time, so generally this is probably not when I should have set out. Where's my food? What I am going to do though is, just in case everything goes horribly wrong here, I'm going to put basically everything I have inside my bag. Philosopher's Stone, chunk loading blocks, I don't need those. Might need torches. Where was my bow and my arrows? So now hopefully I've got just about everything that I'm going to need to fight my way through this dungeon. And to be honest, I have no idea what to expect. I've seen this place before, but I haven't actually been here, so I'm kind of guessing there's going to be like spawners everywhere that are going to make like loads and loads of monsters spawn, and they're all going to try and kill me. I was also kind of hoping to do this during the day. Actually, don't need that for the moment, so that might stop the screen cluttering up a bit. I can hear silverfish? Really? Was not expecting to see a silverfish drop down then. Maybe a giant silverfish, but not a normal silverfish. I guess time to start lighting this place up, because it doesn't seem to work for goblins, but at least it works for everything else. This is a really, really unusual looking structure. So, ooh, another beehive. Ooh, and another super skeleton thing. Enderman? Don't look at the Enderman. I think I might have looked at the Enderman. I heard more silverfish. There's some more guys in armor. I'm starting to think it's just time to just have at this place and just... I'm going in. Still don't know what I'm getting in for. Whoa, I can hear stuff smashing. Oh! And I killed him with my pick. Silverfish don't really seem to care what the light level is, so this is probably... Ah! Seriously? Man, come on. Oh, stairs. Ooh. Okay, that there is a trapdoor that's connected to an arrow dispenser. Wonder if I can... Yep, bit of redstone there. Redstone torch. Can always use some things, but now I'm starting to realise that I have to be genuinely careful around here. Just had a pressure plate going nuts. So there must be another dispenser somewhere around here. Gonna have to look really carefully everywhere I go. Throw some more torches up to light my way. Wow, look at that drop off there. How did I know that one of these guys was going to come and knock me off the edge? Time to prepare to have at them if they do. This must be like some kind of crazy... What kind of spawner is that? I don't think I've ever seen that kind of spawner before. I have to get up closer and see what it is. It's a silverfish spawner. Of all the spawners, a silverfish spawner just does not seem to make much sense. There's another dispenser though, that's... nothing in there. Really not totally sure what's going on. Ah. I was hoping to find something a little bit better to use this on, but that's a good start. If I find something better, I'll dump this and I'll find something else. But the main reason I decided I wanted to come to the dungeon in this episode is cobwebs and chainmail armor. Is basically that what I wanted to do was I wanted to see what kind of spawners I could get, because I intend to make a massive sort of XP grinder mob trap sort of thing, and obviously the more spawners you have, the better that system is going to work. So let's put you back, put my bow back. Let's see what we have up this way. There must be something if I keep going up, because I just don't feel like I'm anywhere near the top yet. And that was I guess, cobwebs and chainmail armor is a pretty pathetic chest if that's the best they can do. I mean, this is supposed to be a better dungeon, not a crappy, wussy, snowy dungeon. Now what was that connected to? Ah, another dispenser. Ooh, more arrows. Well, at least I'm getting lots of arrows and lots of redstone torches out of this. Thinking that I might just... Oh, there was some stairs here. Ah, look at that. Definitely not missing any stairs. Wait, are you stairs? Sort of feeling like this might be some kind of battle tower like I had in my when I was putting my own Technics pack together, where that once you get to the top there's some giant creature who's just going to try and tear you apart. I'm not getting that feeling though here. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to see what's up here. And while I'm doing it, I think I'm going to collect a fair bit of this mossy cobblestone. I think I must be nearly to the top. Yes, I am. So there we go, look at that, I have conquered the world. And you can see my base is 210 meters that way. There is the other altar. And there's been a few people who've asked what altars are used for. So I'm hoping that in this episode I can get to that and I can actually do something with the altar. Don't want to fall because that would be most unpleasant. I haven't actually been exploring that way, but I got to this giant tundra forest in the edge of my map and decided that I did not want to go any further, so don't want to go that way. Out that way is an incredibly vast desert, and on the other side of the desert there is an NPC village, which is probably going to be really cool once the 1.2 update comes out, if my world is still compatible, but I don't think that it's going to, because I think once they do the Technic convert to the new anvil style map that adds 4096 block IDs, I think it's going to mess up all the mods and they're going to have to rejiggle the block IDs, so it's probably just going to ruin everything. But oh well, I'm not sure if that just spawned then. I nearly fell off, but that looks like a volcano, so I haven't been that far yet. Ow. Ow. Just break a few ankles. Ow. Somewhere around here was my steps. So cobwebs, really. I don't think you can actually gather cobwebs normally. I think you can only get them if you have a silk touch pick. So I guess having some cobwebs is cool, because now I can get them. But I'm going to head south a little bit further, and I am going to go and check out whether that was a volcano or not, because I think it was. Oh great, rain in. Oh no, snow stopped, it's now raining. I'm not actually sure if that's an improvement. More snow over that way. Oh, more beehives. That though is a dog, and yes, hopefully, come on, be my friend, like me. Yes! I now have a pet. I didn't actually think I was going to want to have a pet, but look at all these beehives, they're just everywhere. That's going to be cool for later on when I decide that I want to have lots of bees. But for the moment, bees are just too much hard work. You have to keep constantly replacing the chunk that, there we go, oh, yeah, the chunk that didn't load. Yeah, you have to constantly keep replacing the bee queen with a princess and a drone to make sure it keeps breeding, and it's just a hassle, and I can't be bothered doing a hassle. I'm thinking of setting something up where I'm going to use like a diamond pipe to try and make sure that I keep getting all of the things I need to feed back in so that it keeps working the way it should. But I don't know if I can be bothered. I forgot dogs aren't very good climbers, so there's not going to be a good way to get the dog from back down from up here. Yeah, this is... I thought he just ran through the lava. Dogs are so... Ooh, lava, lots of lava, some more chunks that haven't loaded. Yeah, this is kind of boring now, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to run back to my base, and I will meet you guys back there. Back soon. Hello everyone, I'm back. I've just realised when I came back that I've actually lost quite a bit of biomass out of here. And I can't work out why, and I've just noticed when I broke all those pipes and put them all back together, the one-way part that pulls out is actually facing onto my biogas engine there. So I've had to right click on it with my wrench, and you can see wood pipes are one-way pipes based on where the thick side is. So because I had that configured incorrectly, I wasn't actually, because I had that configured incorrectly, I wasn't actually getting anything out of it. So I've got back, I've got my dog, got my Viz crystals. Hopefully if we come down here, I will have my lots of diamonds. Whoa, half a stack. Yeah, that's good. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop that because it does tend to make things lag a little bit when I'm recording, so I think I might do most of my diamond duplication off camera. There we go. Now hopefully, there we go, that's full. So because that has filled, that has shut the system off, even though that one there's empty, but that doesn't really matter too much. The important thing is one of them is full. So I brought some iron ingots with me, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm going to infuse some iron with some Viz crystals. I need one more Viz crystal. So hopefully by now, with all this talking, I've got another one up here. No, I don't. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the basis of my first talisman, just to show you what upstairs does. There we go. You can see I have loads of them. Still don't have any of the electrical Viz crystals though, which is a pain because I want to use them, they're cool. So there we go. So now that I have 4 thormium ingots, I can get my crafting bench out, and you can see that if you put 4 of them in a pattern like this, okay, turns out I've forgotten the recipe, so let's see what it is. We need, typical, a Viz crystal in the center. Okay, so back downstairs we go. I've got a lot of raw food as well, so I might cook up some of that raw food. I got sick of running into pigs and things on the way back, so I just thought I'd kill a few of them. Let's try this again now. So 4 ingots around the edge, 1 Viz crystal in the center, and you get an inert talisman core. Now, I don't actually know the recipes of any of the talismans, so I'm going to have to look that up in a few seconds, but what you do is once you have an altar that is complete, so you have 4 of these that are full, you will see them start to arc electricity into this. And once it stops arcing, which mine did a long time ago because I haven't done anything with it, you can place your talisman in the center and you see all the energy jumps out into it, and then boom, you now have a charged talisman core. Now that charged talisman core can be used if I... okay, it doesn't tell me how to make it. Gonna take a bit of a guess, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna try and infuse myself a singularity, because what this basically gives you once you make a talisman of the void is a free teleporter. So I'm going to grab some glowstone and some coal. Gonna have to duplicate a few of them for a few seconds. Wow, okay, so duplicate some coal, that's good. That's plenty of glowstone dust. And I will come back in a few seconds, actually, just to remind you how to do it, for those of you who are watching and playing along. We come into here. Whoa, Enderman's spazzing on me. We take our infusion mold, we place our infusion mold in the bottom, we place a piece of coal on the top, and we have glimmering omentum. and that goes to glowing, and that goes to incandescent, and then it won't go any further. And then we do the same thing with a piece of glowstone dust. Get glimmering night ore, and then glowing, and then incandescent, and now it won't go any further. And now we place the two of them together in the correct order, and that gives us an unstable singularity. Then we place the unstable singularity with our mold, and we get a stabilized singularity. Now hopefully if I put that with that, okay, I'm going to go look that up and I will be back in a moment. Okay, I've worked out where I was going wrong, and what I need to do is make a void symbol. So I'm going to need some iron ingots, some gold ingots to make my blank symbol, and then I take my stabilized singularity and my symbol, and they will infuse together to make a void symbol. And then once I have my void symbol, I infuse my void symbol with my talisman to get a talisman of the void. That kind of makes more sense. So if we come down here, we can see that these things are just flying along and they're filling themselves up and they're doing their thing. That chunk loading block looks kind of out of place there, but it's going to do what I need it to do. Okay, so now symbol, and now talisman, and the other way, there we go. So these two are going to get together, they're going to do their thing, and then I'm going to end up with a personal transporter. Now for each time you wish to transport, you need to use one of these crystals. I don't actually know where it's going to take me when I do choose to transport, so I'm going to take 2 stacks of marble with me, just in case it transports me to the one that's near my millionaire village. So there we go, Talisman of the Void. Now the way I understand this works is if I go for a quick little run, nice doggy, let's say I am, oh look at that, I'm being attacked by lots of skeletons and a cow. Ow. Yeah, there you go, see I've been shot. Ow, I'm being attacked. So now I run away and I right click this symbol, and look at that. I now have 1 Viz crystal instead of 2. Wow, that sounded like something just exploded. That cannot be good. How did he get in? He has just destroyed my pumpkin farm. So you can see the lightning bolts arcing into this altar, which is it recharging. What just exploded? None of my things should have exploded. I don't like that sound. Hopefully it was just a bolt of lightning striking and it wasn't actually something exploding. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything explode. My system seems to be working. Gets down there, joins up the system, gets shot across. Should see a tree come up over here any second now. There we go. I mean, everything seems to be working, so yeah, it must have just been a lightning bolt. Crazy looking Enderman giving me the evil eye. The most important thing is though, I now have a personal transporter, so I can run off, go exploring, get bored, and then just click and turn up back at home. So I'm gonna call, look at that, 1 extra transport. I think I'm gonna call an end to the episode here. What I am going to do for the next episode is go and check out my millionaire village and see how things are going with that. And actually, I'm just gonna quickly come down here first of all and see how much EMC I can get from this. Nothing. Please get off my table. Thank you. You're not worth any EMC. What about you? Oh, 120. That's not bad, but I don't actually need any of that, so I'm always and forever needing pistons, and probably going to use some rose red in the future. That's good. I wonder if I can learn new. Yep, piece of basalt. Pressure plates. Just gonna learn this stuff and then nuke it all to get out of my way. Cobwebs. Mossy cobblestone. Whoa, that stuff was worth a lot. Leather. Already knows about leather. Cooked chicken. Feathers. Saplings. All good stuff that I don't need right now, so I'm just getting rid of it. Pumpkin seeds. No, I definitely know about pumpkin seeds. You know what? I probably should have replanted those. Cooked pork chops. Look at that, I got 3 gold, an iron, a copper, a rose, and some cobble out of that. So that was not a bad haul. And while I was gone, getting 8 alternus fuel, and getting yeah, so getting 8 alternus fuel and then getting an awful lot of diamonds. So what's that, 33 diamonds I've got left. So that's a pretty good start. That just keep going by itself. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been a bit of a quick one, but I think I've achieved some good things. Oh, actually, one last thing is I've got to find something to do with this spawner. So somewhere I haven't been for quite a while is the Nether. So I'm thinking in the next episode I'm going to go to the Nether fortress, or go to the Nether, find the Nether fortress, and I'm going to try and get myself some blaze spawners, because blaze spawners really are the best way to get experience. Please load. No. Okay. Just gonna pause the game and be back in a second. Okay, I'm back, and excellent, it's loaded. So I've got my sword out because the last couple of times I've come down here I've been attacked by goblins and creepers. So time to go to the Nether. Should have probably brought more food than now that I think about it, because I think I just noticed I'm down 4 little chicken nuggets and all I have is 3 pieces of watermelon. So that's not going to add up. I think it's been about 10 episodes since I was here. Lots of glowstone. I think I remember last time I came in, all I wanted to do was get glowstone, and that was it. Ah, Nether Fortress. Okay, so I don't actually want a silverfish spawner. So what I'm going to do is plonk him down there and bury him, and then I'm going to, actually, you know what? Going to leave a little bit of a telltale so I remember later on where I put it. So here we have, turns out silverfish spawners are like other kind of spawners, and they do actually spawn anywhere within 16 blocks, so that didn't actually do me that much good. But in the next episode I am going to find a way into this fortress, and I'm not going to come back until I have some nether wart, some soul sand, and a blaze spawner. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you're looking forward to the next episode, because I know I am. Astocky out.